This is Melissa with Doomed and Stoned. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/doomedstone. I'm here with Spirit Caravan, and I just have a few questions. Spirit Caravan formed in 1995. How have the dynamics and general feel changed?
Well, we got a new drummer.
Yeah, we got a new drummer. It's Henry Vasquez, and unfortunately, Gary didn't make it out with us on this one, but we're gonna try to. We've worked in Henry, and he's our drummer, the Spirit Caravan drummer from here on out, in any endeavors we do. And we wish Gary the best, but I mean, it just didn't work out between us and Gary, and yeah, so that's just the way that went. But the dynamics changed a little bit, but we still have the same spirit, and we have the same drive that we used to have. But now we even got more of a drive because we have Henry, and we have and Scott's clean now for 7 years, and the band's back together, and we're working hard as we can.
Great to hear. You guys been busy with projects and doing your own things. Did you ever expect or want to reform?
Well, we're reformed right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't. I don't know. We talked about it, but it never seemed like time was right. But it seemed like a lot of people wanted it to happen, and I wanted it to happen. Henry, it was really a blessing that Henry stepped in because we were fixing to get fucked. So yeah. So I don't know. I guess I hope that answers that question. I don't know.
You guys are playing Desert Fest and Hellfest this year. How does that feel, and who are you most excited to share the stage with?
Well, it's always great to play those big festivals. I mean, we've all done them in one form or another before, but yeah, it's fantastic to be able to headline those big festivals. I mean, European folks brought, they were caught on a doom way before the States did. I mean, I remember in the early 80s going over there and playing to like 500 people, when Vitus could draw 50 people in the States. So, they know what's happening. Hellfest is like, not the U.S. does it. I mean, the U.S. obviously is catching on. There's been a hard rock revolution here for the last, some years. So things are great in the States now. But, Europe's off the hook.
Very excited about playing Hellfest. First time for me, and Henry, he's a veteran of the Hellfest as well, so yeah, it's going to be great. And Desert Fest, we're headlining both shows, so I think I'd like to see a 60 Watt Shaman. That's the band that I want to see, and of course Black Sabbath on the day that we play. And we're playing with Unita, so I want to check them out too, because I've never seen them, me personally, Dave Sherman and whatnot. So,
what can we expect from this current tour?
Hard rocking,
forming a new bond with Henry, since he's been with Scott, in St. Vitus. They've formed a really tight bond, and now with the Spirit Caravan alive again and Wino on guitar, we're just making this thing like good, real good, and it's gonna fly. I know this thing's gonna fly.
All right, the question that's on everybody's mind is, are there any plans for new music?
Yes, there will be new music. There will be new music. We're working on songs already, and there will be new music, so.
And a re-release of Jug Full of Sun on vinyl, which should be coming soon, which is going to be like on our own label. So that's going to be looking for that.
All right, that's great. Are there any 2014 or beyond plans with any other projects you guys are involved in?
Well, Vitus is touring in May. What else are we doing, Henry?
May and fall, Vitus is touring, and Sherman has a couple other projects he's doing.
I got a couple other projects, and Blood of the Sun is always Henry's one of his projects too as well, and they've been kicking ass. They kicked ass at South by Southwest, and Yep, that's how that's going with the projects. Weed is weed, and same fightus is pretty much the other projects that we're in.
Awesome. I've read a few interviews that said this reunion was supposed to be in 2011. What exactly happened between now and then?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about really with that.
Me neither.
I mean, rumors are, who knows? But
Must be rumors.
Okay, cool. With Gary out of the picture, are you guys comfortable with the current lineup? Have you ever thought about...
Absolutely comfortable with the current lineup. Gary's not in the band because Gary don't want to be in the band, okay?
All right. Question for you. The Church Within from The Obsessed is what I feel is like one of the lost classic masterpieces of the last 20 years. And the fact that you recorded it and it didn't really get viewed as well as it should have, but then you managed to continue to do amazing work is really inspirational. Were you discouraged at that point?
Oh, yeah. Of course I was discouraged. I mean, that was like a dream come true to have a major label deal, and it just completely fell apart. I mean, well, one of the main reasons that it fell apart was because I don't think I was old enough. I mean, I wasn't mature enough to put my foot down. I knew the song that needed to be the hit. Basically, in those days, even in the '90s, right, things have changed pretty radically. If you don't have a hit song, you're not going to ever do shit. And you might have a major record label deal, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have a hit or if you don't sell enough units, it's not going to make any difference. So my idea of what I thought should be the single was different from the other two guys. And so we already had it, since we come from a punk rock kind of background, we have the ethic of like one for all for one. And so I didn't put my foot down, and I let a few bad decisions be made on like what should be the single, et cetera, et cetera. So, in hindsight, there's a lot of stuff could have been changed, but the bottom line is, sometimes you're just not old enough. Just like, sometimes people aren't ready to get off drugs, It's like everybody else might be ready for them to get off, but until they're ready, they're not going to do it, So it's kind of like the same analogy.
All right, I would like each of you to name a musician you would like to work with. I would love to see you work with Iommi. That would be awesome.
Well, that would be fun. I think I'd like to do a project with Captain Beefheart.
Me personally, I just like working with Wino.
Fair enough. What was the last time you came across a tone that really amazed you, and how did you achieve it?
Toad or a tone?
A tone.
A tone. Oh, boy. Well, I like to do the guitar player for Quartz's tone. I think that's killer. Brian May had a great tone, too. Those are Warren Haynes, Brian May. Warren Haynes got a great sound, man. Yeah.
I like Matt Pike's tone. I like Rhino from Captain Beyond's tone. Even though he played a Strat, he still made that thing sound damn good. And obviously I like old Pentagram's tone for sure.
All right, and one last question just for fun. What's each of yours favorite Black Sabbath album?
I'm gonna have to say Volume 4. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I have to say the first one. I'm gonna say the first one.
I'm gonna go with his. I'm gonna go with his panel as well. First one. I have to go with that one. The European version, actually, with the Crow cover of Evil Woman. I like that one especially.
All right, awesome. Mine is Master of Reality.
Killer.
All right, well, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it.